lab. It's going to be pretty brief today since there's nobody in with me. I'll start off with some announcements. As you guys have heard me talk about, we are about to go on holiday break. That is going to start tomorrow is your last day of class, and then we're off for 2 weeks, and we will return to class on January 5th. And guys, it is vital that you get your attendance in for the Friday and when we come back on that Monday, especially that Monday. The time off usually throws off attendance a little bit, and it's always so helpful to us if you guys are in attendance that first day and we can get that stuff clear right away. A second announcement is that while you guys are on break for 2 weeks, I have set a project. It should be a fun project for everyone to do during the break. It's a creative project, nothing crazy, but it is found in your labs, and I put it right there labeled holiday project and with the due date, and it is going to be due on the day we come back, January the 5th. But you have the entire 2 week break to work on it, and it is already open and ready to go. It is worth quite a bit of points too, so please do not skip this project. It is not optional. It is for a grade. It must be completed. If you have any questions about the project over the break while you're working on it, feel free to get into contact with me via Teams or text message because I will be off work too, guys. If you email me over the next 2 weeks, I will not get it. I will be off of work and with my family and vacation and all that. So I will not be checking emails. If you need me directly, please send me a Teams message or a text message so it goes straight to my phone so I can get back with you quickly if you need something. Um, let's see. Finishing up, next announcement would be finishing up Module 166. We ended that on Monday, and I still have quite a few of you that have not completed that last exam. Guys, I cannot stress how important it is that you be done with the module on the end date, okay? The assignments are due every day for a reason. I need you done by that end date so you can move into the next module and I can finalize your grades. I've got, like I said, quite a few of y'all right now that are behind in assignments and exams. And right now I had to turn in Fs for y'all for the time being. You have until Sunday at 11:55 to make up those tests or labs. Daily assignments will not be reopened, as you'll know. So please get that stuff done by Sunday at 11:55 so that when we come back, I can submit a grade correction for you. Otherwise, you are not going to pass this module and you are going to have to repeat it. If you do not get better than a D in a module, you will have to repeat it before you're able to graduate out. So please don't put yourself in that position. Okay. Let's get this stuff knocked out. And I know it is a busy time of the year. We all have things that go on, guys, but we still have deadlines to meet. And just like when you get in the workplace, the deadlines don't change due to the holidays or your work schedule. You're busy with your kids. They really don't. So we've got to start getting used to that now and be doing our work accordingly, meeting those deadlines. Um, let's see. Any other announcements that I need to let you guys know? I don't believe so. Holiday break, holiday project, get that module completed. That's the main things. All right. So what I had planned for today, since we're about to go on holiday and we're still in CPT coding, I had come up with what I considered a fun holiday scenario for us to code together, basically. I'm going to use the digital CPT manual so you guys can follow along with me and see exactly how we're getting to what we're getting to. And this should be fun. So I'm going to share my screen. And it's just one. It should be real quick, guys. Like I said, I know we're anxious to get to our holidays. All right, so we have our Christmas CPT scenario. Betty went to her company Christmas party. After several hours of dancing and drinking, she was a bit tipsy. While on her way to the bathroom, she tripped over a stray piece of garland and fell into the Christmas tree. She and the tree went down in a heap. Luckily, she was not seriously injured. She visited her regular PCP, or primary care physician, the next day and got 5 stitches in her forehead where she was cut by the star that had been on top of the tree. All right, so that's our scenario. Betty got drunk and fell down at the party. So the questions are, what E&M code would we use for the office visit? And what CPT code would we use for the procedure? All right, so you guys may be thinking, my newer students may be thinking procedure. What are we looking for? So there's a lot of fluff in here. The main thing, the procedure that we're looking for is going to be the stitches in her forehead. That's what she had done. She went and she got stitches. Now, an important thing to remember when we go to look it up, it's not listed as stitches in the CPT manual. It is going to be listed as suturing, suture or closure. You can start at either one of those, and those will work. The closing of the skin together, right? Or suturing. What is stitches? What turns out to be stitches. But they call it suturing is the medical terminology for it. So that's where I would start in the CPT manual, in the alphabetic index. I would start with suture. And the E&M code, as you guys know, E&M is the evaluation and management codes, and those are going to be for your office visits, your ER visits, consultations, and things like that, right? Evaluation and management codes. So we're going to switch over to our CPT manual, and I've already found it in the alphabetic index to save us that scroll time, because y'all know how it is the last couple of live labs. There's been a lot of scroll time while I find stuff. So I went ahead and pre-found suture in the alphabetic index. And you see how it says, see also closure. So you could go start either place there and you get to the same thing. So we will see. In our indentions, under our main term, we have our subterms, right? And then they indent down. And then you'll see a lot of different body parts where you can have sutures done, okay? Almost anywhere on your body, really. Now, for something like this would be considered, what would be considered a wound. You would think that you would look for head or forehead or, something like that, but you will not find that in this list. You'll go through the list and you'll see great vessel, hemorrhoids, hepatic duct. You do not see head. They do not list forehead in here. And the reason why is because something like this is called a wound. It's considered a wound. And at the very, very end, urethra. Let's keep going. Wound. Okay. And they have all these other uterus, vagina, wound, different kinds of wounds that you can have. This is general. Okay. Because we didn't find head, we didn't find forehead or anything like that. So we're going to go with wound. It was just a cut, from the star. Poor thing. So let's see, 44604 and 44605. So we never stop in the alphabetic index anyway. So I'm going to click on the first one on 04 and see what it gives us. Oh, goodness. Suture of large intestine. Well, we know this is wrong. With colostomy. How did we get there? How in the world did we get there? Okay. That is obviously not right. All right, so I'm going to go back. It's so fun. Yeah. I'm going to go back. I would have thought that would have been the thing. Let's see. Maybe we should try closure. It says see also closure. Closure. Okay, lots of closures. Fistula. There's like a laceration, maybe. Simple. Wound, complex, intermediate, mesh, simple. I would call it a simple, but let's look at the other closures and see if we can find anything. And then goes to plots. Okay, so I would say it's pretty simple. Let's see. Now this brings us to a whole nother section. That one brought us to like the 4000s. This one is bringing us to 12001. So this is going to be a whole different sum of lengths of repairs for each group of anatomic sites. Let's see, 12001, simple repair of superficial wounds of scalp, neck, ciliary, external genitalia, trunk, and or extremities, including hands and feet, 2.5 centimeters or less. Okay, so this is what we're needing. Maybe not that exact one because we're not looking for scalp or neck or hands or feet. So we'll keep looking down. And this, they want it by length. Simple repair of superficial wounds of face, ears, eyelids, nose, lips, or mucous membranes, 2.5 centimeters or less. Let's see, she only needed about 5 stitches. So I would say that that would be 5 to 7 centimeters, I guess, maybe. We're going to guess on that. But so we have repair, simple, superficial wound of the face of 5.1 centimeters to 7.5 centimeters. So 12014 is going to be our CPC code for her procedure. Okay. And again, they want it. I thought they would maybe would want it by how many stitches she got, but no, they want it by wound length, the size of the wound. So that's something to remember. It's not something I've had to code before. Okay. So 12014 is our procedure code. And now we want to look for our E&M code. And remember, the great thing about, or one of the great things about our manuals is the appendixes or appendices in the front that will take us straight to our E&M codes and kind of give us a breakdown. Place of service. Our place of service on this one would be 11, right? Because it was in the office with her regular doctor. So if we were filling out the claim form, our place of service would be 11. Give me the page up. Sorry, guys. But we're getting close to it because this is some of our additional information that it gives us. If y'all are ever trying to figure out where something on the body is located, look, they have, you can break down the medical terminology, the words, and see what they mean where they are. Anterior, ventral, it gives you the definition and the meaning. It's fantastic. For people with no medical experience, you don't know a lot of that stuff, it's fantastic. Okay, so we don't want, here we go. Evaluation and management. All right, so office or other outpatient service for a new patient or an established patient. So this is her regular doctor, so it's going to be established patient, 99211 to 99215. I'm going to click on that. And now, I know off the top of my head that this is going to be, it's actually, we don't much use 99211. No, we don't use too much. We used to have a 10. That's kind of gotten, you see, it's not here anymore. So you have 99211 and then 212, 213, and 214. I think there's also 215. Yeah, 215. And that's just higher levels of service. The more involved that doctor's office visit was, the higher level of service it's going to be. the more time they spent, the more work they did, the higher level it is going to be. This was a simple wound, not a lot of stitches. So I would say that this would probably be a 99212. Maybe a 99213 if she had like a lot of other medical factors going on, like if she was a diabetic or if she needed a tetanus shot to go with it because she was behind on inoculations. It all depends on how much work they had to do. Is going to depend on your E&M code, which level you're going to use. Okay, the higher the number, the higher the level, the more work. So I would probably say this one was a 99212 without having additional information. All right. So that is really all I had planned for you guys. I wish there was some of y'all here to ask questions about how we got there or clarification on anything. If y'all do watch this and need that, please message me, reach out. I'm always here to answer any questions you may have. And that's about it for today, guys. Just have a happy holiday, a happy new year. I wish you and your family the best. And if you need me, I'm available. So just reach out. And if I don't talk to you again, I will talk to you next year. Bye-bye.